Afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, 17th of January. I'm here at a very interesting geomorphological place. It's called the Chambal Badlands. I'm going to let one of my colleagues here introduce that in a second. With me behind the camera is Manu Singh, Royal Society Newton International Fellow. Got Jayesh Mukherjee, PhD student at Aberystwyth University. Got Shrenik Jain, who's studying geology at MS University in Baroda, Gujarat. We've got Professor Vikrant Jain from IIT Gandhinagar. And last but not least, we've got Vikram Ranga here, who was a postdoctoral researcher at JNU in Delhi and has worked on these badlands for more than a decade, part of his PhD and then part of his postdoctoral work. So I'm going to just ask Vikram a few questions about these features. So firstly, Vikram, can you just sort of help locate us in the broader setting of India? Whereabouts are we?
Yeah, we are in Morena district of Madhya Pradesh, and in Morena district we are in Sabalgarh Tehsil. So we are around 10 kilometers from Sabalgarh town, and this is a very nice area where we can see badlands and also the influence of human agency and leveling and so on.
Yeah, so my understanding, this is the first time I've been here, obviously Vikram knows the area very well, but the Chambal River is a few kilometers that
Yeah,
away.
2.5 to 3 kilometers.
Okay. We're standing towards the upper part of the Badlands here. If we walk just 500 meters or so, we get out onto more level agricultural land above the Badland complex. What interests me is the extent to which these are natural features and human influence features. Can you sort of say anything about that?
Yes, I mean these are natural features. I mean because of the disturbance in the Chambal River, these badlands has came into being. But now the human pressure is so much that there is lot of land leveling is going on. But this land leveling is not sustainable, and the main reason of being not sustainable is pipe erosion, and maybe because of the amount of salt contains in the soil.
Okay, we'll perhaps talk a little bit more about that in a separate video. But when you talk about leveling, you're really referring to the flattening of the floors of the gullies, the badlands. It looks like to me that they bring excavators in and scrape away at the sides, maybe widen the natural features a bit, and then infill and flatten the floors to try and farm. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the case.
Also, you were talking before about the fact that they put check dams in place, which we can see remnants of if Manu just zooms in on the distance there, just behind the trees. There's a check dam, so that's a dam that's gone across the floor of the feature. What is the purpose of those?
So the way they level this land is two way. So they make a check dam and let the water settle in, and with the water sediments also settle in. But what happens even with the sedimentation, piping is still active, and when the gully forms because of roof collapse of these pipes, it reaches ultimately it reaches to the check dam, as you can see, and then the check dam also collapses. As you can see, a V shaped fissure there. It's a result of that piping and gully combined.
Yeah, we're standing on a bigger check dam here, which they've obviously put in fairly recently.
This is very recent thing. As we can see, the it's very recent, but these things are very common and these keep on going whenever you will come here. So I came here 2 years ago, and now I'm unable to recognize the topography because it has changed so much, but the features are same. For example, piping or the collapses, roof collapses, or the this destruction of check dams, it's the same. And also the human pressure and this leveling of badlands, it's the same.
Okay. All right. So presumably, though, this will be a cycle that keeps going on. The check dam will fail, another one will be built. It will fail, another one will be built. But really, it's humans sort of battling with nature here. You've mentioned the term piping several times. That's, for people who are unfamiliar with that term, it's the formation of subsurface tunnels in the soil. I think Vikram said that the soils are quite dispersive, so when they get wet, the structural stability of the soils is lost, and perhaps we can demonstrate that in a subsequent video. But we'll wrap this particular one up for now.